Okay, we're having a look at this toy rocket. I just want to talk you through the fin blades that sit down at the bottom section and is repeated 3 times around. So we'll have a wee look at the drawing. This is the profile that we want to create down here. We've got all the sizes. A couple of interesting wee things going on here. We've got these arcs which are meeting each other at a tangent. They're also meeting this line here, this edge at a tangent, and they're meeting the edge of the curved body at a tangent as well. So we'll do a little bit of tangency as part of this 2D sketch. So the first thing I'm going to do is this bottom line here is 35 down from the bottom corner. We don't have the size going out the way, but I'm not too worried about that. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to work on the front plane. I could work on the right, but I'm going to work on the front. Doesn't really matter. Control 8, and I'm going to start sketching. So as I say, I'm going to go from the bottom right hand corner straight down and out to the side. I'll use the Smart Dimension tool and I'm going to mark in 35 down. So that's the first wee bit. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a couple of circles. I'm going to draw a circle up here. It has a radius of 20. I'm going to draw one below it which has a radius of 10. I'll just type that down here. Confirm. Now, as you can see, this big circle is at the wrong height and it's not touching the edge here. So a couple of wee things we need to fix. So we're going to check the drawing, just get confirmation. So the smaller circle is 60 up from this bottom edge, and then we're another 30 to get to the bigger circle. So we'll just do that right now. So Smart Dimension, we'll take this bottom edge up to here, and we're saying this needs to be 60. And then we're going to take this bottom edge to here and tell that to be 90. So I'm happy with that. Confirm. Still not happy that this big circle is not touching the edge of the rocket body. So we're going to select that, Shift key and select the outside edge. And we're going to tell these to be tangent. So now it's kissing that edge. I'm also not quite happy that these aren't touching, so there must be a wee issue there. So let's just check our sizes. This should be 20, which it is. And this one here should be 40, which it is now. So they're now touching. So I'm happy with that. I've got one more line to go in, which is from this corner here up to a tangent point. So we'll just pop that in. I'm going to go from here till it hits the circle. I am going to select the circle and this line, and I'm going to tell them to be tangent, and that'll just bounce that out. Now, there's obviously a little bit of trimming to go on, but I want to do one more thing. I want this edge in here to be part of the sketch. So I'm going to use a thing called Convert Entities. I select the edge. Be careful that it is just the edge you're selecting. Wait till it's just the edge, which is orange. Select it and confirm. And I've now made this an actual sketch. So I can do a little bit of trimming to tidy up this profile. So trim entities. There are 5 options. I tend to default to trim to closest. There are occasions where you might choose the others, but trim to closest serves most of my purposes. I'm going to trim this part of this arc, and it hasn't worked. So we'll just undo that. We'll try trimming the top edge of this arc, see if we can get this to work, and it's not behaving itself. So we shall add a couple more constraints. I'm going to select the circle and the big circle, and I'm going to make sure they are tangent, which they are now. And that should allow me to now trim the inside of that circle and the outside of this circle. Confirm and exit sketch. You should now be able to see the profile. Sketch 6 is our profile. We're going to extrude. Just zoom in. So we're currently extruding 2.5 millimeters out from the front plane, but I also want to go 2.5 millimeters in the other direction of the front plane. So a front plane, as you can see, which is in the blue profile there, and extruding either side of it. We'll confirm that. So there is my blade fin. Let's just name that now. So happy this is the blade fin. we go. So that was a wee bit about tangent arcs and converting edges into sketches. Now we'll just have a very quickly take this blade fin, and we're going to use a radial array, which is called a circular pattern in SolidWorks. First thing we're going to do is tell it the direction we want to go around. So I'm going to select this bottom corner here. I've got it set to 3 in equal spacing. I had a wee problem when I confirmed this, but a wee workaround is to select bodies and make sure you select the profile that you want to make the array of. And that seems to have solved that wee problem I was having earlier. So there we go. I have my 3 blades in place using a bit of tangency and using the radial array feature on SolidWorks. Have a go, see how you get on.